So a farmer gave us a few chickens that had perished on him. And Wasti truly loves her chicken. It is, in my opinion, cruel to throw a live animal into a cage with your dog or any other animal when we have the means of euthanizing the animal first so it doesn't die in absolute terror getting chased around. Fortunately, this chicken didn't have to be euthanized. Unfortunately for it, and fortunately for us. This particular chicken is one of many who died in transport. I didn't get all the details, but this happens to them, I guess, when a lot of them are transported. And this poor farmer, he was stuck with these. And what a nice guy. He gave them to us, as he knew that our dogs were meat eaters and that they have no problem doing exactly what she's doing there. And the timing couldn't be better, because normally at this point I'd be looking for organ meat for her, because in the organs there's nutrients that just the meat doesn't have, and so I have to supplement with store-bought organs. I've always had to do this, but because I have these dead chickens and their bellies are full and they pre-digested a lot of what's in it, and then there's all the organ meat that's inside, and that's what she's pulling out right now. This is all of those nutrients get passed on, and it just helps these guys so much more. See if I can zero in on them for you a little bit. There's a little guy over there by himself. He's okay. He's absolutely fine. In fact, I think of all the puppies so far, I kind of like him the best. He's the smallest of the litter, but he's independent and seems to be smart. Not that the others aren't. This guy just seems to have a little bit more into him, into the brain department. When they're up and running around and their eyes open, I can tell their character better. And as a result, I can give these guys little monikers, little fake names, so that you, the viewers, and the folks who have gotten on the list to buy these from us, so that they can keep track of them as well. It's still dark in here because, silly me, I forgot the light bulb for the light out in the back of the house. So hopefully tomorrow's video will be a little clearer for you. Wasti will eat that entire bird. There'll be just maybe a couple of feathers laying around, that's it. She'll eat much of those feathers she actually eats. There's keratin and calcium in those things that she'll pass on. Is it good, Was? Is it good? Those chicken bones are actually good for her. They won't hurt her. Your dog won't die from eating chicken bones unless you cook them. If you cook chicken bones and feed it to your dog, you might as well bag up some broken glass and give that to your dog. But if you just give raw chicken bones to your dog, it's a completely different story. Now, when we get into these little pseudo dogs, these little lap things, you don't want to give them whole chicken bones. It could be risky because their throat is so small. And they tend to be gluttons, those little guys, and they'll just swallow everything you give them. So I always tell people with small dogs to bust those chicken bones up into smaller pieces that your dog can chew up and then give it. Or, if you want to be extra safe, just cut the knuckles, just the joint of the chicken bones. You can give any dog a chicken hips, and especially chicken necks, because those bones don't splinter. They just crush up into like a meal almost, because they're so porous. So those are really safe bones for your dog. Really hard bones, they don't get a whole lot out of them unless your dog's powerful enough to break them open like my dogs are. Emojish, which is the puppy's grandfather, Emojish Sachma, he has his own slideshow on my channel. You should check that out. He's pretty awesome. Anyway, he can crack open cow leg bones, just crack them open, and he eats the marrow out of it. And when he was a father, even with Manny, he would crack them open for the puppies so they could eat them. I'm not kidding you. It's pretty cool to watch him. He's so powerful, and Manny's pretty powerful too. He's actually cracked a few of these open, but for the most part, when his dad's with him, he just lets Imo do it, and then Imo just walks away and lets him have it. It's pretty cool. She's giving the little loner a bath in there, and he's complaining. Oh, look at that. Very cool. So it's pretty amazing how quickly these guys grow. You see how big they are compared to just a week ago. They've more than doubled in size since they were born, and it's only been 1 week. Now next week, this time, these guys might be up on all fours with their eyes open. And it takes me a lot of time to then earn their trust. I won't just reach in and grab at them and that kind of thing. It's not a good thing to do that to a little dog. It leaves them traumatized. So I have to crawl in that box with them and just let them explore me with their noses and sniff around, and then I'll have some hamburger or some soft kind of meat beside me, and I'll give them little tidbits, not full meals, just little tidbits, and then they start to learn right away that I'm this food supply. Besides Mom, I'm the other food supply. Right, Was? Yeah, he's my good girl. So anyway, there's an 8.5 minute video, and I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching. Take care.